YouTubers who ruin their image with one single video. Uh-oh, stinky.
These 8 YouTubers did irreversible damage to their channel with one single video, and we're going to begin by talking about JayStation, whose entire career came to an end as a result of an upload titled "My Girlfriend Alexia Died, Rest in Paradise."
Last night we lost Alexia around 11 p.m. I got a call from her parents telling me what happened.
JayStation stated that his girlfriend Alexia had gotten into a car crash and as a result had tragically passed away. JayStation would also go and visit
the most fakest tears I've ever seen in my entire life.
Girlfriend's memorial on the side of the road.
This is actually the same road that she passed away on, guys. I'm getting so emotional just being on this road.
Where JayStation seemed so emotional that he could barely get out of the car to look.
Hey man, everything's gonna be okay. Let's just go say the final goodbye for her. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't know if I can do this.
However, his extremely emotional state here ran contrary to a video that he'd post 3 days later titled "Dead Girlfriend Ouija Board."
This is what I call content farming, dude. My dead GF, she's talking from the grave.
Challenge at 3 a.m. gone wrong, in which he couldn't stop smiling.
We're doing the Ouija board challenge on my dead girlfriend.
I hate this so much. I literally want to rip my fucking hair out. This is so fucking stupid. Guys, my dead grandma is in this urn. I'm gonna shit all over it for 5 million views. Click that like button.
Let's smash the like button right now, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Alexia, guys. Rest in peace.
JayStation's complete lack of emotion in this new video led fellow Canadian YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers to call the Canadian police and see if any Alexia Morano had recently passed away.
No, I don't have anything by that name on the system.
Nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No, I have an Alexia, but there's no death in that.
As mentioned by the police officer, nobody—
I actually remember that. Yeah, he called him for real. Yeah, because he lives in Canada too.
by the name of Alexia had died, and after other channels such as Penguin Zero covered the story, Alexia came forward to confirm that she was still alive.
I'm sure a lot of you are really confused as to what's going on right now between me and Jay and the videos that he posted.
Alexia would go on to explain that she had nothing to do with the JayStation videos.
I was not a part of any of them. It was just Jay, and I didn't even know what he was gonna say in those videos before he posted them.
And as a result,
I kind of don't believe it. I don't know. It could be either or, in my opinion. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think that these people that hang out with cloud chasers are very well aware of what they do, but at the same time, maybe she just didn't know. Then again, I mean, it's a viral video. How could you not know about it?
The two had broken up.
I felt like he was just constantly being mean to me for some reason. The times that he was mean to me, it's just like he was so mean.
However,
she's reading a script, man. That's so strong. You can tell JayStation is not a feet guy because us fellow feet people would never do something this immoral. Thank you for your contribution. Is that true, feet people? You would never do something this horrible?
JayStation then clapped back by showing Alexia helping out with the videos before trying to expose Alexia as being the crazy one out of the pair.
You are honest to God crazy.
I have been a good person to you, Alexia.
You're a trash human being. Look online. Everybody hates you, Jay.
This one original video didn't only lead to the collapse of their relationship, but it would also eventually result in JayStation's entire channel being deleted. Therefore, JayStation probably should have gotten some advice from Sam
get
Pepper,
fucked, idiot. Rip bozo.
Already ruined his image by posting an idiotic fake.
Wait, we saw this on stream! How recent was this? Was this like 2 years ago? I remember this. Yeah, we did. I swear we saw this happen like a week or like a couple of days after this came out. He's like, I'm being kidnapped.
Video. It went by the now infamous title Killing Best Friend Prank, and it began with Sam stating this.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
The premise of the prank was that two friends get taken to a rooftop somewhere where one of the friends who was in on the prank is shot with a fake gun to see how the other friend will react. Even though they eventually reveal that the whole thing was one giant prank, the absolute magnitude of the stunt helped it to go viral.
Killing best friend prank. I can't believe those words are real. Yeah, what an epic prank, giving your friend like actual PTSD. What if this was like not staged and you actually gave them like a mental illness, a mental trauma?
Viral, racking up over 9 million views in a little over 3 weeks. But while the extremity of the video helped it to go viral, the prank also began to receive an unbelievable amount of backlash. It was obvious that Sam didn't care about the controversy in the beginning, as he'd respond to the drama by promising to delete his YouTube channel if he was donated 1.5 million on GoFundMe.
Your goals
1.5 million to delete your account. Actually insane. What a cloud chasing little rat. Please give me money, please. I delete my channel. What a rat, man.
pretty steep here. $1.5 million.
I just thought if everyone hates
I just think that maybe for a lower price, people probably would do it just to rage bait back. Like 1.5 million is such a steep price. This guy really is low IQ. He could have probably fleeced some people for a couple $1,000s.
Channel so much, they gotta put that money where their mouth is, you know?
Yet this only seemed to add more fuel to the fire, as he was still getting heavy backlash over 3 months later, at which point it became all too much to handle. Sam Pepper would not only delete the original prank, but he'd rather unlist every single video from his entire channel, leaving only one fresh new upload titled I'm Sorry, in which he'd come forward and explain that the video was fake.
No wonder people hate me, like, I've been an idiot, like, I've been stupid. You know exactly what I'm gonna say now, of course, it was fake.
However, the damage had already been done, and while Sam Pepper has since had some success on TikTok, his channel never really recovered after posting the best friend prank. Brooke Houts' channel never recovered either, as after she'd accidentally uploaded a video of her mistreating her dog, her reputation was destroyed permanently.
People who abuse their animals, or any animal for that matter, you get the rope. I don't know. I feel like it's a very good judge of character. Like you kill or like you beat your animal, you hurt your animal, you starve your animal. I don't think animals are any like different from like kids. They can't, first of all, kids can at least talk. They can say no, 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 stop. Like dogs and cats and animals can't say no.
In the lead up to posting the video, Brooke Houts had gained 327,000 subscribers, which, as you can see from the videos on her channel, had been aided by her pet Doberman named Sphinx. Brooke always put up the facade that she loved her dog more than anything else.
Obviously, me and my dog are really close. We're besties. We hang out 24/7, more like 25/8, am I right?
However, less than a month after stating this, on the 6th of August 2019, Brooke would accidentally upload a full uncut clip of her pranking the dog while treating it like absolute garbage.
Aww, but the dog is being so playful too. God, it makes me so mad.
The video began to spread throughout social media. Almost every single news outlet wrote an article on the story, prompting a change.org petition titled Ban Brooke Houts from YouTube, which was—
Yeah, YouTube flags me for like 18+ content because I looked at some fucking covered up anime booby titties from Hololive. But this shit gets to stay up on YouTube. Like, make it make sense, man.
Received over 67,000
yeah,
signatures.
VTuber haters.
PETA would also take to Twitter in a post hoping that she was banned from the platform, yet incredibly—
Yeah, but PETA does fucking worse. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like PETA either.
Her channel remained active, helping her to post a bizarre apology video about a month after the original incident.
First, I want to start this video by saying thank you. I just want to genuinely say thank you.
Although this video did nothing to fix her image, as after taking a 7-month break from the platform, she'd return with an upload titled Where I've Been, which received an impressively terrible 98% dislike ratio, solidifying just how much damage this one video had done. gun. However, at least Brooke was never arrested for the controversy, as when Count Dankula posted a 2-minute 23-second clip of his dog.
This is a classic, dude. Oh my god.
He'd end up appearing in court. The video was uploaded in April
The UK never recovered after this, man.
2016, and the premise was as follows.
Girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is, so I thought I would turn him into the least cute thing that I could think of.
In order to achieve this, Count Dankula taught his...
I can't believe he went to court over this, man. Oh my god. It's like the funniest thing I've ever seen. I remember seeing this clip because it was so viral, and I was like, this is so ridiculous. It's hilarious.
Dog to perform a very controversial...
It's so dumb and stupid. It's a dog, like, pawing up, and it obviously looks like it's fucking saluting, man.
Salute, with the video racking up
My dog lifts both his paws up and does this. I bet you I could probably do the same thing. I'm not going to, obviously, because people are fucking stupid and will take this out of context and fucking prosecute you. Oh my god, dude. The UKL... unimaginable.
Million views in the weeks after it was uploaded. Initially, the video was seen as a bit of comedic fun. However, on the 18th of February 2017, approximately 10 months later, Count Dankula would post a picture to Twitter confirming that he'd been arrested and would have to appear in court for posting the video.
Can't make jokes in England.
5 months later, Count Dankula would take to Twitter once again, stating, "Trial starts tomorrow, no jury, only a judge. But it will be an open trial, as in members of the public can attend," and as a result, many fans showed their support at the trial. However, this didn't seem to have any impact on the decision made by the judge, who ruled Count Dankula guilty and ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine. The judge stated, "As a matter of law, the test is not whether the video was offensive, but whether it was grossly offensive."
Oh my god, the jokes fucking American comedians make over here, like black comedians, Asian comedians. I've seen that really funny guy that's fucking Mexican, I think. I feel like that would not go over there at all.
I concluded that your video was not just offensive, but grossly so, as well as menacing.
What a dumb bitch. Who the fuck is this judge?
Count Dankula was able to overcome this hiccup and still maintains his popularity on YouTube up until this day. However, the same can't be said for the Try Guys member Ned Fulmer, whose entire career came to a crashing end after a single video was posted of Ned cheating on his wife. The girl in the video was fellow BuzzFeed employee Alex Herring, who had been in BuzzFeed videos with Ned before, and after the original screenshot of the two kissing went viral, a bunch of other evidence surfaced to confirm that Ned and Alex had been seeing each other behind the scenes. The event was so scandalous not only because Ned, his wife, and Alex were all public figures, but because
yeah, they were all friends too. Like, that's what was fucked up about it. It wasn't just some random hoe.
Ned's main shtick within the videos was that he loved his wife so much and was therefore extremely
overcompensating.
Dedicated to the marriage.
This kind of reminds me of people that say like, oh my god, we're best friends. I love my friends. Oh my god. I would never do anything bad to my friends.
Ned was literally known as the wife guy and would constantly talk about his wife and how much he loved her, to the point where people have made compilations on YouTube of him mentioning her. As a result of the scandal, Ned was fired from his high status position as one of the Try Guys, which was followed by the group posting their own video to explain the decision.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys.
We found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we knew that we could not move forward with him.
He's now been fired and has publicly embarrassed his wife and 2 children.
Again, I don't agree with letting him go because of that in that sense, but because they are a conglomerate, it does affect their image. Like, that's what the argument is here. Like, at the same time, you're airing out private business like that, but he has a kids, a wife, and it ruins their image as a group. Because it's like, the Try Guys, there's Try, as in they try everything, and there's also 3 of them. Or 4 of them? Or 4 of them. Whatever, now it's 3, but like, nevertheless, it sucks.
Turns out Mr.
I
Nice Guy
understand
Dependable isn't so nice and dependable
It's
after
just
all.
bounceness.
Ned Fulmer had months to stop his eventual collapse. However, PewDiePie wasn't quite so lucky, as after
The Nazi!
making a single joke in a single video, he'd accidentally changed the social media landscape forever. The video was titled "I've Discovered the Greatest Thing Online," and it was posted on the 11th of January 2017. The premise was that PewDiePie was testing out the website Fiverr.
There's a website called Fiverr where you basically can ask anyone for anything
I've
for
used Fiverr
$5.
before.
And therefore, as you might suspect, the video wasn't all that controversial in the beginning. He'd order a subscribe message from Jesus, pay to have his pictures photoshopped, and even had someone sing to him in Hebrew. However, it would be after PewDiePie ordered from the guys dancing in the jungle that things became controversial. As a part of the Fiverr deal, PewDiePie was given the opportunity to write a 5-word message, which the guys would hold up on a sign in the video. Well, PewDiePie decided to have a bit of fun with it and wrote an anti-Semitic phrase just to see if they'd do it. And as you can tell from PewDiePie's reaction, they most certainly did, leading PewDiePie to state this:
I didn't think they would actually do it. I feel partially responsible, but just I didn't think they would actually do it.
Well, they probably don't know any better. That's my guess. Like, they don't know what it means. What? Oh, I shouldn't ask what it was, because I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I actually don't know anything about this drama. He's just proving that he's a Nazi, chat.
Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called. Okay, so don't get the wrong idea. It was a funny meme, and I didn't think it would work. Okay.
Which was followed by the
it was
video being
that?
uploaded
Okay.
as usual.
Chat, don't
However,
type
the
it.
response that the video generated certainly wasn't usual, as only 3 days later, articles began to pop up explaining that PewDiePie had been dropped by his Disney-owned multi-channel network. Upon
I don't think he should have included in the video and admitting to it. I'm not gonna lie, man. That was like really dumb of him.
seeing Disney
Jesus
drop PewDiePie,
Christ.
other advertisers such as Johnson & Johnson, the UK government,
Maybe he felt like he had to prove a point that he did do it, or maybe people would find out that he did it. I don't know. I feel like there's probably a reason why he did it. Maybe people would have found out nevertheless, and it's like, oh, well, he didn't include it in the video. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hard to say.
Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper removed all advertising from the platform, fearing that they might be put beside some unsavory content. In order to get these advertisers to
PewDiePie's
return,
fine.
YouTube introduced the demonetization of non-family friendly content, leading some creators to instantly lose more than half of their revenue.
PewDiePie did that?
With us, our YouTube money was cut by more than 60%.
PewDiePie has since made a pretty good argument for why the adpocalypse wasn't really his fault.
Nah.
However, there was definitely no argument
It's
that
all
Ryan
Pew's
Taylor
fault.
could make after he'd post a completely unhinged video titled Nerf War in Toys R Us. The video began with the explanation that Toys R Us was closing down permanently, and therefore it would serve as the perfect place to have a Nerf war before they officially closed. However, for the exact same reason, the staff members seemed completely unconcerned about keeping their jobs and began to tackle the boys instantly.
Why couldn't you just do this like in a warehouse? Why do you have to do it in a place where people are working? These people already have like miserable lives working a minimum wage job in a fucking toy store that's gonna close down anyway. So fucking dumb.
After this exchange occurred, the conflict escalated further.
You have no authority, bro, so I'll slam you back. Don't try and touch me, bro. And even you.
Don't fucking touch me!
Idiot.
Bro, that's not gonna end good, I'm telling you right now.
Buddy. Oh my god, man. And then they posted this as evidence too.
Which eventually resulted in them being kicked out and wrecking half of the store in the process. The video most certainly received a mixed response. Some people saw it as a hilarious piece of entertainment, while others saw Ryan as
Yeah,
nothing
they're
more
children,
than an idiot,
yeah.
messing with low-wage workers who were already about to lose their jobs. But while Ryan Taylor had some support for the controversial video, the same couldn't be said for Logan Paul, who quite possibly
This was legendary. Chat, where were you when Logan Paul went to the forest and showed bodies hanging from trees on YouTube? Dude, that day was monumental.
He holds the gold trophy for the
Yeah,
most damage done
legendary
to a
L.
reputation as the result of one single video. Japan
Oh my
Forest
God.
Vlog. 3 words that transport everybody back to the 31st of December 2017, when Logan decided that he wanted to have an unconventional New Year's Eve.
2 years ago, I fell in love with the idea of, for New Year's, slowing it down, like going somewhere that's really isolated. So we're in Tokyo, Japan, right? I figured this was the perfect time to do it because if you look to my right, low gang, I give you.
Low gang? Y'all little low gangers, we're going into the forest where people off themselves. Oh my God, pongers!
Aoki Gahara. Ooh.
After deciding to camp in the forest, Logan and his crew found someone who had recently passed away, and while Logan was extremely serious in the beginning, it wouldn't be long before he began to make jokes. At this point in time, Logan was one of YouTube's most hated creators.
I mean, to be fair, if you see something traumatic, I can dismiss the fact that maybe they were cracking jokes. Because, like, people do that when they see something fucked up. But at the same time, Logan Paul is a piece of shit, so it just didn't help at all that he already was, like, a piece of shit.
So when he uploaded the video, it created the perfect storm for the entire world to pile on with criticism. The pressure put on Logan prompted the now iconic "So Sorry" apology.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
And while this video received over
Legendary,
60
dude.
million views, making it quite possibly the most well-known mistake in YouTube history, Logan was eventually able to repair his reputation using some very unique strategies.
All he needed was a ukulele and it would have been fine. He's the reason why Ice Poseidon and everyone else followed suit with, like, live streaming being a scummy, shitty person. There ain't no way, man. This is what started it all, 2018.